Beats by the key.
Hey, this is me. I'm Mr. Lambert. How are you? Thank you for subscribing to our channel, and I wanted you to know a little bit about me, a little bit more, if you would. I started coming out where seeing myself out there to do any opportunities, any jobs. I like to encourage and watch their disability child who can help identify themselves, who can be out there more, be so supportive. All you got to do is just watch them and say, hey, what's up? It's kind of like what they like to do. It's like how they could do a lot of things by themselves. If they were in my shoes, they wouldn't be all this and that, so. So I have been, going a lot of explanations on how things going and getting a new job. I'm getting a new life goal, what they like to do, if they like reading, if they do math. Not exactly me, because I'm not really good at a lot of things. I mean, people, picked on me sometimes, and they say, oh, well, you're this or you're so, I don't want people to be like me, much often.
How did that make you feel when you got picked on?
Well, I get picked on since when I was in school in elementary. I mean, they kind of do that too. When they do that to me, if somebody, eat my lunch, that's not right. I feel like that's not right when you do that. But you can't steal or do anything, because you have to go by God's commandments. You should not steal. You should not covet, all that. And you should learn that too also. And whenever you do something about it, then I will never get picked on ever again. And somehow, if I don't get jokes, or sometimes people are serious sometimes. People get that often. If they put it on you, if you put any pressure yourself, don't make it about what your parents will say and do so. Not unlikely, like if you guys were me, I wouldn't be all this and that. So, I mean, you got something what's on your mind, you feel free to get it out, and your options are something what you should do. If your parents is giving you encouraging and compassion and loving and kind. My parents taught me a lot of things, and they said, well, hey, you're good. You're strong, you're flexible, you're just an athlete. I mean, I have been going through a lot of it too. I have grown as a man, an adult, and learning the ways that what they like me to be. Not likely like sometimes I'm having difficulties on learning how to listen. It's hard when you do that sometimes in a way you don't listen. It's not because you lost of interest. You might think of something different. And sometimes I can't be on and off topic that much. But when I was in school, I was on topic. Sometimes when I'm at home or anywhere else, it's hard to communicate where find yourself as a parent or as a caregiver. They're trying to watch you how to grow in the expectations on how you do. And if you guys are out there asking questions, you can. It's like how you deal in life. You have to know what you like to do. But for me, I'm trying to figure out how I can see myself out there and do what you can encourage on. You can encourage, just sit there and not say anything. You just don't talk. You just watch, and then knowing how you like about that person. You like that person because you might think that they go on another topic. They might go on to another different conversation. For me, I'm the one that I need to work on listening. That's the key thing, is listening. And I'm trying to figure out what I would do, and my passion is to be a filmmaking. I want to get out there, share the world. And if you have been watching Boy Meets World, I know I love that show, and it's a good interest. If you look it down to the description down below, you hit the bar, and you will like it. And that's how I want to be that person. What's out there, so I can learn what's in here, and it focuses on your mind to know where you drive into. So if you guys have any questions, you may have one, in case if there's any, how do they preserve, what they like about each other, what their likes and dislikes are. You should know. For me, I like probably, eating breakfast. Some point if they don't want to eat. For me, I'm the one, I love cooking. Compassion. I love to watch how disabilities can be. Be themselves. I want them to be themselves so they can be there and by watching. Because for me, I love getting involved into the wrecking crew. Because I know if you will like it, they have a lot of events like me. If I go there and I get the details, but for me, I don't like his details and question, talking, and responses. Those are the 4 things I don't like about. Because you don't want them to come up to you and say, hey this, hey that, let's do this, let's do that, and so. I don't want people demand. That's how I like about me. For me, I love aspect to how to listen and pay attention more so I can get more details and learning how my character's been taught me a very good lesson. A lot of these years I've been going to school, I have been graduating in the year 2017. I start growing as a young man to a man now. If you guys were in my shoes, you exactly know how the expectation you can go far.
What would be the one message that you would want the world to know about people with Down syndrome?
Well, Karen is one of those who has about Downs, because she's the one that she's go there to help them to, if they have reading. Everybody is really high functioning to me. Everyone's good looking, a lot of things what they have. And I want to be supported. I want it to be likable. I want to be what's me inside. It's kind of like, I'm a Christian. I go to church, and I love to preach. I love to pray every day, every night when I go to bed. And you know what? God can really heal. God can heal you until what you like to do what's best. So that's the one I want to get out, because I want to be out of the house and do something new every day. I want to work with my hands, like getting a job, or if there's any applications out there, if you ask questions about it, it's like, Earth Fair has opportunities having their hours, because I work at Easter Seals since I've been there at least 2017. So now they cut off my money short, but I don't want to get into that details. So yeah.
Could you tell everybody thank you for supporting and you love them?
Well, thank you so much for the supporting. Thank you for subscribing us to our channel called Super Us. If you will look that up, and if you would contact that us, go on YouTube and hit all that, and then you can find us on Super Us. And thank you so much. I guarantee to come again. Thank you, and that's all we ever got. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.